Welcome to the Instructions for Students with the Peer Note Taker Accommodation presentation. This presentation is for students who have the peer note-taking accommodation set up through Student Accessibility Services. Throughout this short presentation, we will review how the peer note-taking accommodation works. We will also discuss your responsibilities as a student with this accommodation, and we will show you how to access peer notes. It is important to mention that the peer note-taking service is a confidential service. This means that students with the accommodation do not know who is providing the notes in the class, and the note taker does not know who in the class is utilizing their notes. SAS has a myCourselink site dedicated to note taking. Note takers will log into the course and upload their notes, and students with this accommodation will also have the login information so they can access the notes. Students with the note-taking accommodation are responsible for keeping SAS up to date on any changes related to their needs. This includes notifying the notetaking.sas at lakeheadu.ca email if they no longer require a note taker in a particular course. You are also responsible for responding to emails from SAS regarding note taker matters. For example, an email may be sent partway through the semester requiring feedback about courses and if you still require a note taker. If you do not respond to this email, it may be assumed that you no longer need a note taker and no follow-up will be made to find one. You should be accessing peer notes on a regular basis. Not only will you have your notes when the information is fresh, but you can also find out if a note taker is continuously uploading notes or if there are gaps or no notes posted. If there are issues with the notes that are being posted, or there are no notes being posted, then please let SAS know by emailing the notetaking.sas at lakeheadu.ca email. SAS can then contact the note taker or send a new note taker request to the professor if necessary. If a note taker cannot be found for a course and you find that you are struggling, please notify your SAS advisor so additional options can be discussed. Lastly, you are still expected to attend class. The note taker accommodation is not a substitute for class attendance. As mentioned previously, SAS has a separate myCourselink site for note taking. Each course has a different username and password that are provided to the note taker and students with the accommodation. No one else has access to the course. We ask that you do not share the username or password with anyone else. SAS sends two separate emails to students, one with the course username and one with the password and link to the myCourselink site. To log in, locate these emails. In the email with the course password, copy the password and click the link. Make sure that you do not copy any spaces before or after the password characters. Clicking the link will take you to the login area of the myCourselink site. Refer to the SAS email for the course username. Usernames are set up in the form of year, subject, course code, and section. For example, the username for Anthropology 2112 would be 2020-ANTH-2112-WA. If you can remember this formula, you do not always have to refer to the SAS email. Enter this username in the first box. Make sure that you use all capital letters and dashes. There are no spaces. You can now paste the password in the second box. Cutting and pasting can help eliminate login issues as opposed to entering the password manually. Finally, click the Login button. You are now in the course site. To access peer notes, click on the envelope icon at the top of the page. You will be given two options, instant message and email. Click the email option. You are now in the email section of the course. Note takers email notes to the course, so all notes are located in the inbox as shown by the blue box. Note should have some identifying information in the subject heading such as the date of the lecture number, and in some cases, the topic. Click the notes that you would like to view. Once you click on the notes you want, scroll down to see if they show up. You may need to drag the bar up to access the attachment. Click on the attachments and view the notes or download them. Once you have accessed all of your notes, log out of the course site. At the top right-hand corner of the web page is the course name. Click on the name and choose the Log Out option. You are now done. Repeat this process anytime you want to access notes. Now that you know a bit more about the myCourselink site, there are a few rules you need to follow. First, since the site is a shared collaborative site, we ask that you do not change any of the settings. Second, under no circumstance do you share the username or password with anyone else. And lastly, do not share any of the notes with anyone else. These points are highlighted in the note-taking confidentiality agreement that all students with this accommodation have signed. Sometimes students and note takers can experience login issues. Although the site might be temporarily down, particularly during maintenance hours, the majority of login issues can easily be addressed with the following tips. Make sure that you are signed out of your personal or student myCourselink account. You will not be able to properly log into the note-taking myCourselink site if you are still logged into your other account. Make sure that you have not copied any blank spaces before or after the first and last letters in the password. Make sure that you have used all capital letters and dashes when typing in the username in the login screen. Only log in to the myCourselink site using the link provided in the email that SAS sent with the password. This is the only way to access the site. Do not try to log in through your personal or student myCourselink. If logging into more than one course, do not use the same login page for both courses. Once you log out from one course, close the web page and click the link in the email once again to open a new login web page. If you find the troubleshooting tips are not fixing your login issues, or you have a question related to note-taking, please contact SAS by emailing notetaking.sas@lakeheadu.ca. Thank you for viewing this presentation.